You are to stay in your room for the entire week. You are not to exit your door. This is your little space. Hello, and good afternoon, I guess. It is day 5 of my quarantine. I thought it was day 4 all day long, but it's not. It's day 5 today. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, mostly everyone that comes into Guam has to quarantine. There's a mandatory quarantine for 14 days at a government facility unless you're exempt. But if you're not, you have to stay in your room for 14 days. But at the 6th day, they will come and test you for COVID. And if you're negative, within like 24 hours of receiving your test results, you can go home to finish that quarantine at home. So you can do a self-quarantine for the rest of the days. So I'm here in this room and I figured it would be a great opportunity to just share what it's like. I've had a couple of friends go through this quarantine process, but this is the first time that I've done it. So my original thought was to vlog each day so people could see what it's like each day in quarantine. However, sometimes life, she likes to play jokes. She's got jokes sometimes, and I got some really crappy news at the very start of this quarantine, and I was just, I was going through it. So the first like 2 to 3 days, I'm not gonna lie, I pretty much was just kind of slothing and sleeping, but that's all right because we're feeling better now. I feel better, much better today, and you just have to remember to stay positive and like be grateful. So I'm like, this is a great, beautiful room with an amazing view, so I'm just gonna pull it together. Well, I know you might not care about that, but it's just a side note. It's just a reminder to just like stay positive and feel the things and let them go, and you'll be fine. So back to the quarantine. I've already gotten a lot of questions about how this works, so I just thought I'd put this together to try to answer a few of the questions I keep getting, because I know everyone's curious, like, mandatory quarantine, it sounds so scary, but it's really not that bad. Like, everyone's been really nice and it's been fine. So if you are not exempt from this mandatory quarantine, when you arrive at the airport in Guam, you pick up your bags, then you stand in this line, and they have people that are working from DPHSS, which is the Department of Public Health and Social Services. They had like 3 tables set up, 3 lines. So when you get up to the table, you have to give them this health declaration form that you filled out on the plane. They determine if you're eligible or not to go like self-quarantine or come to the hotel, and they give you some papers, you sign some things, whatever. And that's where they explain to you like what the process is. So after they give you your little sheet of paper, you go through customs, and then after that, they direct you to this other desk, this other area, and that's where a couple of the guys will take your bags, and someone will ask you other questions, like if you have any allergies or medications or anything like that, and what kind of meals you'll want to be having. So there's regular, diabetic, or vegetarian. So those are the 3 options. So after you're done with those questions, then you go and sit in this other little waiting area, and that's with everyone else again. And it's like seats spaced out 6 feet apart, I'm assuming. And after that, I just waited there for quite a while. Obviously, because they have to get everyone in, I guess, or like get the buses back, because right after that is when you all go onto school buses, which they have seats blocked off for social distancing as well. Then they have a little like caravan thing going with all the school buses, and they drive you to the quarantine facility, which is this hotel. So once you get to the hotel, there's another line, but it actually moved like pretty quickly. They have people, I think they're from the National Guard. Yeah, they assign your room and check you in and stuff, and then it was really organized. I was pretty impressed, and they have like their little walkie-talkies and signals and everything that they're doing to each other to help it go smoothly. And so then I was escorted up to my room, and they were like, the people working were so nice, so thank you for that, guys. Then after a little bit, they delivered my luggage, and I had a lot of luggage, so also thanks for that. Sorry. That was kind of funny. They were like joking, like, how many bags do you have? Like, I probably had the most out of anyone that was arriving that night. Sorry. It's a long story. And that's about it. So once they bring you to your room and deliver your luggage, you are to stay in your room for the entire week. You are not to exit your door. They don't give you like a key or anything to come in and out. Like, this is your little space. So when I landed, I had come from Dulles, Virginia to San Francisco to Honolulu, finally to Guam. So I was so exhausted, but I was so happy to get to my room because it is so nice. Such a beautiful view. I am so grateful for that. Like, it's been the best just waking up and seeing the water. Like, I cannot tell you how happy I am about that. I don't know if all the other rooms are like this, but like, I either got really lucky or I don't know what, but I'm so happy about this room. It's been chef's kiss. So yeah, this. So they also give you a little packet that has all of the information on it for any questions that you have. It explains the quarantine again and has like information about the food delivery times, drop-offs, and they also have a laundry service, which I never used, and an activity, a little activity schedule that you just have to log on through Facebook for like yoga. So I thought that was awesome. I did not take advantage of that, but that's really, I mean, props. That's cute. I like that. I like that they do that. So they give you all that information, anything that you needed. And there's also a phone number for the National Guard and for public health. So if you have any like questions, concerns, or needs, you can call whichever one of those you need to, and they will help you out. So the three main questions that I keep getting: who pays for this, and do you get food, and can people drop things off for you? So the first main question, who pays for this? So the cost of the stay for this mandatory quarantine is covered by the government of Guam. I mean, it's mandatory. So yeah, the government pays for this 6 to 14 day quarantine at the government facility, which is a hotel. Do you get fed? So all individuals will receive a delivery of 3 meals per day. So even if you have like a couple, I think the next room over is a couple. So each person gets 3 meals a day that they just deliver. So they set it outside of your door. They have like a little seat thing outside of mine, and they just put it on there and like knock and say like lunch is here, whatever. So that's 3 times a day, and it's catered by the hotel, but it's not like room service. Like, you can't call down and be like, can I change this to that? It's just whatever meal it is for that time is what you get delivered. So you can't make any changes. But that's why they give you the option for the either vegetarian, regular, or diabetic options. So that's good to know, I think. Also, it said on that paper that you can get food delivered from those online food services like Grab and Grub or whatever. Good to go. I haven't even used that, so I can't really tell you about that, but it says it's an option. And then you can also have food dropped off from your family or friends, which answers the last question. Can people drop things off? Yes, they can. So in the first 24 hours that you arrive, people can drop off like whatever at any time. But then after that, there are specified drop-off times each day for people to drop things off for you. And they can drop off food, drinks, medications, personal items, like whatever you need, they can drop it off. It just has to be during the drop-off times, which is either 10 to noon or 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And I have done that before for one of my friends that was staying in quarantine before this, and it's super easy. Just wear a face mask, you drive to the little parking garage in the basement part, and you just drop it off. You have to just include your person's name and room number. So that's super easy to do. And I've had so many of my friends that like have seen on Instagram that I'm on my stories or something that I'm here like, do you need anything? Do you want me to drop anything off? And I'm like, I'm good. I'm really good. I came packed with so many things in my bag, so like I don't really need anything, but they were all so nice to just offer to bring things. So that was awesome. A little care package or something. So like I said, the room is great. I'll give you a little room tour or show a clip from when I first checked in. It's amazing and I love it. Okay, we got the door. So you walk in. It is so nice. A big old closet. I had a lot of bags. Okay. Hello. That's a second closet. Yeah. Okay, second closet. It's one room. What? What? Look at this. It's like so nice. Like the lights. Okay. There's a little separate little area over here. TV. And there's not a coffee machine, but here's a fridge. Nothing's in there, it's just a little cabinet. And the restroom, it's just basic. Okay. Little thingies there. I honestly could stay here, like, I could live here. Like, if this was a studio apartment, like, there's a little kitchenette right there, I would be fine. And it's all the space you need. Like, you really don't need that much space to do things. It's great. So, I wonder if all the rooms are like this. I'm actually really curious. So, I hope this helped you a little bit. If it did, give this a thumbs up because that tells YouTube that this is helpful to people. And yeah, I hope this helped you prepare a little bit if you need to come to Guam. Make the best out of it. I'm all about like changing my mindset right now, not to be corny, but like bring a face mask, bring some deep conditioner for your hair, a book, a journal. I already had a yoga mat that I was bringing back with me, so I have that for working out. And just take this time to, you know, be with yourself, and it could be nice. Some of my friends, they were acting like this was torture, but they're super social people and I'm not, so that's alright. But it's really not that bad. The only thing is, like, I would really like a microwave. I'm not complaining, but I just, like, I like my food to, like, burn my mouth, and, like, it's not always warm, obviously, because I have to deliver to 1 million people. So I can't complain, but that's the only thing I would, if I could change something, that's what I would change. Oh, and I forgot to say, a nurse called just a little bit ago and actually scheduled my test for COVID for tomorrow. So tomorrow is my 6th day. So she just said that a nurse will come to my room between 9 and noon and test me for COVID, and then it'll take about 24 hours. So then on the 7th day, my test results should arrive. And then by the afternoon of the 7th day, I will be released to my self-at-home quarantine. So I don't know exactly how that's gonna all go. I'll keep you posted, but it seems like it should be like a smooth transition and then I can be home. But I really had no idea what this was gonna be like coming into it. So hopefully this helps people get a little bit of an idea of how it actually is. Like, I quite enjoyed it. I might do like a little vlog for the last couple of days just to show what I'm up to. So if you're interested, maybe that's coming. And give this video a like if you liked it, if it helped. And subscribe to the channel if you want more Guam life videos. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Because I'm free in like 2 days or something.